Yo, what up, though, man? Charleston White in the building. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, brother.
Hey, man, internet sensation.
Yeah.
Ruffling up the world right
Yeah.
now, man. Nobody's safe. Nobody's comfortable.
Yeah, they thought I've been fizzled out by now. They thought I was like the Subway nigga.
Why you think people counting you out right now?
I leave a distaste in a lot of people's mouth. Nobody wants to be the villain. Even the real villains pretend to be good guys.
Gotcha.
So nobody wants to openly say, yeah, man, I'm a lying motherfucker. Yeah, man, I'm a dirty motherfucker. And most people say things in private that they won't say out in public and open. And I'm the one that'll say things in public that people say in private. So that make people cringe.
I got you. Because like I said off camera, man, I remember seeing you a while ago. First, I remember seeing you in the car. This is when you had the long hair.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing you doing an interview on Dallas Global.
That was my first interview.
Okay, Dallas Global was your first with my son Terry Blue.
Yeah, that's just, yeah.
My son,
I love that guy.
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
And I saw you on there, and when I heard you, I'm like, man, this dude talking some bullshit.
On Dallas Global, you thought that?
Man, it was like, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a tonality first person.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Before I can hear the words.
Yeah.
So the tonality, I'm like, oh, he just talking out his ass. My brother Jay De Niro, shout out to him.
Yeah.
He was hitting me up like, man, you got to do Charleston. It's like, bro, I ain't doing that shit. He's just, man, he just talking shit, bro. Like, he ain't saying nothing. But somehow my guy Red Jack up in Chicago, he always, everywhere you go, he just a big fan. You always fight. He's like, man, he just sending me clips. I was like, all right, man, let me just buckle down and listen. Once I got past the tonality, I said, oh shit, it's really a message here.
Yeah.
I had to get past the tonality. But do you feel like with tonality, the wrong tone can lose the message?
I didn't at first, but I see it does. I believe, this is what I've learned from this. Most people full of shit. If my tone bother you, then you full of shit, right? How can you listen to rap music and that tone? Fuck you, nigga, kill this bitch, suck. How can that tone not bother you? How can you listen to a tone of a man that you know nothing about, right? And it's all this public information about me on Google, about who I really am, what I really do in real life.
Gotcha.
So what I mean by most people, if they're offended by my tone, they full of shit. I thought actions speak louder than words. I don't shoot up blocks. I don't sell drugs. I'm not known for messing with children. There's no paperwork on me for snitching. I'm a father. You see what I'm saying? A real. So I thought actions speak louder than words. So all of these people are caught up into this unrealistic world where they'll let a stranger who they know nothing about allow his tone to offend them and be okay with every other thing out in society. This one particular person's tone, you will overlook what he really does in real life. But you will let someone get on there and trick you with the right tone. And there'll be a woman beater, there'll be a child molester, but they got the right tone.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So most people are full of shit. So I don't give a fuck about tone because my actions are still the same.
Got you. The reason I bring that up, right, like, you know, with a text message.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can misinterpret what the text message is saying because we're reading it with what we think their tone is when typing it.
Yeah.
When we see a person in person, we look at their facial expressions and we listen to the fluctuations of the voice to kind of understand.
CJ, go get that newspaper in the backseat for me. Leave that right there. Stop that. No, leave that right there. Go get that newspaper for me. I want everybody to see this because you make a valid point. I've lost a lot of people, but
you go through, right?
But I haven't lost the politicians. I haven't lost the district attorneys. I haven't lost the police chiefs because they see the real person based on the action.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So when I had the right tone, I think I started really doing public speaking. I really started doing the motivational speaking. That's what I started out doing all around the country, working on legislation and laws as a youth advocate, doing youth justice. I wore a bow tie every day. I wouldn't dare cuss. I didn't have dreads. I was very clean cut, and I was traveling around the country. When I had the right tone, man, people wasn't paying attention to what I was trying to get people to pay attention to. When I had the right tone, right? If Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were alive today, people would pay them no attention because of their tone. Because of their tone. The keys over there. Because of their tone. No, here they are. Because of their tone, right?
Right.
Farrakhan. Young people we don't listen to Farrakhan because of their tone. We don't listen to the pastors because of they don't have the tone that we have. So what made me change my tune, right? What made me change my tune is because I was in the community, homie, with the children saying, look at our young brother. And this in the hood, right in Stop 6. I was saying, look at our young brother, don't do that. My words would bounce off. Say, look out, come on, brother, don't do that. Say, come on, little homie, don't do that. And then one day, the old man who we all call Pops came in and said, say, boy, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, nigga, say, what the fuck wrong with you? Say, nigga, sit down some goddamn well. Like, so I saw how they responded to that. I was offended by how he was talking to children because I didn't grow up being cursed at by adults, right? I didn't grow up in that environment. So I was very offended, but nobody's gonna say nothing to the old man. But nigga, we in the heart of Stop 6. So when the mothers come in to pick them up and we say what he done, the mama say, boy, I'm gonna beat your goddamn, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. So I see how I'm observing, right?
Right.
I'm learning. So when we walk the kids home and we say, hey, we want to take the kids on a field trip, and the mama look at them, why you got them goddamn shoes on? Get in the goddamn house, put some shoes on. I ain't tell you look like that. So I saw how they talk to their children in the hood, homie. So on the way to school, I'm listening to K104. I'm listening to 97.9. I'm listening to the topics of conversations that Black radio have on the airplay as we're taking our children to school, and they know our kids in the car. Right? So I'm looking at shows like Empire. I'm visiting people's households and I'm seeing them and their children all watching Love and Hip Hop Reunion. And it's some vulgar. So, man, what's wrong with my tone? But when I was speaking like this, homie, this is a law school. When I was in law school, this right here says Charleston White from courtroom to role model in 180-degree turn. This is on the front page of the most prestigious law schools in North Texas. I was on the front page paper of the American Bar Association Journal. I've gone to the Supreme Court and worked to get juvenile life without parole abolished in this country. When I was speaking, trying to tell everybody, say, man, these are one of the only countries that'll lock children up. Man, didn't nobody pay me no attention. But then Eddie Murphy came with the movie Dolomite. Came out on Netflix.
Yeah.
I grew up believing Dolomite was real. I didn't know Rudy Ray Moore was playing Dolomite. I didn't know he really went to the streets and recorded what people said in the streets, went home and created a character. When I saw that, a light came on. I said, aha. So I started listening out in the hood to different shit. Damn stupid motherfucker. That's how niggas talk to each other in the hoods. That's how mothers talk to the nigga they dating. Nigga, if you don't get your lazy ass up, nigga, you fucking with all them bitches you behind. So all I'm doing is repeating everything I done heard in the hood. And it offend y'all. But when I was doing this, I've been on every publication you can think of. The Texas Tribune, Dallas Observer, Houston Chronicles, Fort Worth Star. This within the last 8 to 10 years. As recently to Walter Cronkite School, News 21 just last year, the biggest journalism school in the world. So when I was talking like that, wasn't nobody paying me no attention. But then when I started speaking the language of the people, fuck you, nigga. bitch, hoe, suck my dick. That's how we talk to one another. So now the tone offends y'all. Men, y'all full of shit. You can cut it off now.
For sure. I get what you're saying, but I kind of look at it like sports, right? When you have a team, you understand your players when you're the coach.
Yeah.
You know, with some players, you light a fire under their ass, get your ass up, let's go. You cuss their ass out, and it motivates them.
Yeah.
But then you have some players on your team, that talk don't work for them. In fact, it shuts them down.
I'm not trying to motivate black people. I don't give a fuck about black people. Because when I was working on laws and legislation, when I was going to city council every Tuesday for a year and a half straight, I ain't see black people down there fighting for black people. When I'm down in them juvenile detention centers, I don't see black organizations down there with them kids. From Gainesville, Giddens, Mart, out Brownwood, Ron Jackson, Cottrell House, McFadden Ranch. I don't see these black people, so I don't give a fuck about black people, homie. I created a program called Helping Young People Excel. What I say on the internet don't stop me from working on capital murder cases. I'm partnering with a judge right now. Shout out to Lisa Pampton, an attorney getting ready to run for a judge. I helped get the mayor elected in my city. You think I give a fuck who offended? None of y'all have done this work. None of y'all have joined in when I say, hey, man, we got a kid just getting out the juvenile detention center, and I put it on my YouTube channel, and we show up here at Boss Talk 1-on-1, and he come in here and pick out whatever no black people is with me. So who give a fuck about motivating them, homie, when they don't wake up and make their beds? These same black people are unmotivated when they look in the mirror. So how the fuck I'm gonna motivate these niggas? These same black people hate the person they had a baby with. How the fuck I'm gonna motivate them? And they hate their baby mama. They hate their baby daddy. They resent their own mothers and fathers. How I'm gonna motivate them people? I stay focused on the children because Frederick Douglass said it is much easier to create strong children than it is to repair broken men. That's the fuck wrong with black people. They stuck trying to repair all these old broken ass men when they come home from prison, when they stop gang banging, when they old, trying to get their life together at 40. That's why these women got to go on the girls' night out and suck pussy all the time. Because these niggas is just now getting their life together and they just getting to be repaired. I went inside a juvenile facility, homie, that repaired me as a child, where I can come out and do this. I can come out and change laws. I can come out and change legislation. If a nigga go to jail in my city, nigga, I can get him out. I can get him out. Ask Julius Williams. Got caught with some heroin. Your Honor, my client works with Charleston White in the Stop 6 community. Show us some proof, Lisa. They took that 25 to life off the table and gave him 10 years felony probation. And he had just come home from federal prison. Hadn't even been out a year. So I'm effective in my village. So all the people who's affected by what I'm saying, the people in my village love it. That's why ain't nothing happening to me. I can go around everywhere in my city. Your brother tell you all the time. Sure. I'm loved in my city, homie. And you'll die in my city if you try to do something to me. So that's why I stay in my city.
So with this interview, and I'm glad you broke that down, because I want to take a different approach. It is almost like today, let's build upon the gospel of Charleston White.
Yeah.
I want to tap into that philosophical mind of Charleston White.
Be the first. You'll be one of the first to do it, and I've given many interviews. Boss Talk was really one of the first ones, homie, who sat me down and said, man, let's get the backstory to who this individual is. Fuck the antics.
Yeah.
See, that's how the preacher trick us. His antics at the pulpit. That's how the Muslim brothers get us. They antics the way they can speak. That's how everybody get us with the antics. The politicians, they come with the antics. And we can't get past their antics. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I keep the antics until somebody say, man, let's get the person. Because the antics are working. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gladly open, homie. So that's why I say I'm not off limits. Anything you want to ask.
What's up? So before I get into that part, when you say antics, and because we know part of it, like you say, the macking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the entertainment part.
Yeah.
What percentage of it is, you would say, entertainment, and what percentage of your persona online is actually you?
All of it's entertainment online. All of it's entertainment online.
So who is Charleston outside the camera? When the lights is off.
Man, I don't talk that much. I'm real serious in person. I don't joke. People don't play with me. I'm very radical. And I walk around like the laws don't apply to me, but I'm a gentleman. I'm very respectful in person. So I'm nothing like I am on camera. Yeah, I ain't nothing like that until it's time to be.
For sure. So lately, I've been in this process, you know, being a married man, being a new father, you know what I'm saying, son 5, my daughter 1. And I've been trying to make sense of life.
Yeah.
What is God? What is the purpose of life? And things of that nature. And the thing came in my mind all the time, and I kind of want to touch your brain on this, is for you, why are we here? What is in your eyes, what is the entire purpose of us being here, everyone on this planet?
To advance God's kingdom. God created a world that I believe. This is my ideology. God created a world for us to thrive in. Right? He put us down here to have dominion, to be fruitful, to be, you know, we're not supposed to lack. Right? This earth has everything we need. We have everything we need placed inside of us to get what we need out of this earth. It's inside of us. Nobody teaches us that, right? Our parents are supposed to give us their God.
Right.
Right? Man, it's a shame if you have to look for God away from your parents. Because you don't know what God you go get. The closest thing you go get to a God is your mother and your father. So I don't look for God in the sky.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So the purpose is you got a purpose, I got a purpose, he got a purpose. Well, what's the purpose? What have you gone through? What have you gone through in life? That's how you find your purpose.
Because I say that to say, like, you know, me growing up in more of a fundamentalist Christian household, that the Bible is infallible, it has no errors, that it is the word of God, that God is an all-loving God, he's an all-powerful God, and he yearns to have a personal relationship with every single one of us. The problem I have with that, and I want to get your point, is if God is all-powerful, and if he's all-loving, as I was taught in fundamentalist Christianity, why is there struggling? Why does a 7-year-old or little kid get molested? And why does a person who robbed and steal live this amazing life?
God gave us this world, right? And every child is going to have to go through something based on who their parents are. That has nothing to do with God. God could stop whatever he want to stop. But from what I was taught and what I believe, that he gave us free will. We got a free will to reject God. We got a free will to accept God. And because there's a curse that humans have to deal with, right? Don't eat from that tree. Well, that tree that we wasn't supposed to eat from was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Prior to that, all we know is good. Prior to that, all we know is good. Only thing was bad. He said when he looked down and he made man alone. That's the only thing that was bad. So he completed that and gave man a woe man, a man with a womb. The man, a woman. So they both is man. So when you see the Bible speak of men, it's not excluding a woman.
Right.
Both are men. Woe man, man and woe man, with two different natures. Two different natures, right?
Right.
Male and female. So that was the only thing bad prior to that, right? So man fall from God because he understand what the knowledge of good and evil. Before then, we didn't know what bad was. So because we defied God, now we have to know what good and evil is. So now we got to know struggle. The sun shines on the just as it does the unjust, right?
Right.
As does the rain falls on the unjust and the just. So when you say why wouldn't God stop a child from getting molested? God gave that child or those children to some parents. And he said, when I give you this life, I give you life without me forcing you to do good or evil.
So then my question will be with that then, is God all-knowing?
Well,
does he know what happens before
I believe
it happens?
he does. My mother said before the foundations of the world that God already know when you was in your mother's womb on this day, me and you will begin this interview. So by knowing this, I can't stop it, but I can detour it. I can't stop it. I gotta allow things to happen to you. I can't stop this. I'm looking at it. I know you go die at 15 based on how you was raised, based on your mother and your father's decision. I know that I can't stop this. This is tied to your bloodline. This is your family's. This is what happens to your family bloodline based on your father's sins. This ain't got nothing to do with God. It's got everything to do with your father's sins, your grandfather's sins.
I think my hard thing with that is like when you look at God, if he is all-knowing, it's no detour. And it's no free will, because if you already know, it's already predestined. Like I was telling somebody else, like,
well, let me just say this. So if it's no free will, let me ask. So if he allows something bad to happen, so if everything is good, then you don't have no free will if he stopped the struggle, right? If everything is bad, in some people's world, everything is bad. It's somewhere on another side of this world, homie. It's a little girl sold into sex trafficking.
Right.
And she'll die there. Man, why would God let that happen? Man, it ain't got nothing to do with God. If when a man want to cheat on his wife, you don't think God talking to him? Man, don't do it. Come on, man. When we getting ready to do drive-bys, you don't think God is speaking and putting signs in the way and we ignoring him? You don't think that when the molester is going, you don't think God is interfering some kind of way? He can't come down in the prayer and say, hey, I'm God, don't do it. He gave us a free will to choose what we want to choose, right?
Right.
For the most part.
Oh, no, you can go.
Man, for the most part, and I don't blame nothing to nobody, for the most part, when a child is molested, people know.
Right.
So do God. You see what I'm saying? So why would we expect God to come down here, man? We couldn't enjoy life if he did that. If he stopped every bad that we want him to stop.
But then technically, if that's the case, then, because heaven is supposed to be this place where all the bad is stopped.
Well, we don't know that. There's some bullshit they telling us. Ain't nobody came back from heaven and told us that. So I don't try to think what heaven gonna be like. I'm trying to enjoy this life, this one life I've been given. How we know this ain't heaven? How we know this ain't hell?
I was listening to this teacher named Bart Ehrman. He teaches like on New Testament things. And he says that most people look at struggling. He was like, most religions that has multiple gods, their answer for struggling is some good gods and there's some bad gods. And that's why you got good and bad. He was like, but when you come to monolithic religions, it's one God. So then this one God is responsible for everything that's good and everything that's bad.
See, that's too much for me. I don't want the books. I don't want the religion. I don't want nobody else's concept of what they think God is.
Got you.
I don't believe nothing I can't see. I've been watching my mama. She was the first one to tell me about God, and I told her God wasn't real. As a kid, you go alone. But as I started trying to have my own brain, now, mama, as I started reading books, as I started getting introduced to Islam, I saw, now, mama, that's y'all God. My mama, but I started watching that woman, listening to that woman's prayers. Over the years, I've been sitting back watching. I'm 44 years old, homie. I was 35, 36, 37 when I realized, man, my mama God might be the best God. I done read all the books. I done heard all the scholars, but I ain't seen none of them do what mama do. I ain't seen none of them do what Big Mama them did, homie, when the crack era hit. I ain't seen now Muslim person take all the kids in the family so they don't go to CPS and feed them all. When it's on Thanksgiving and Christmas, all these people with their gods, I don't see them gather the family together like grandmama and big mama and them do with their God. I don't see all these people with these religious ideologies and these beliefs down in the courthouse and in the prison systems praying with the brothers that's down there doing time. When I'm in the visitation room, I'm seeing them mamas that believe in Jesus. Praying with the Muslim brothers and the niggas with all them different ideologies. So I don't believe none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about the New Testament or the Old Testament. Nigga, I don't know if that shit was real. I just know my mama been telling me some shit, homie. And what she said it makes sense because she said, okay, all things work for the good of those that love God and is called according to his will and his purpose. And she said, son, it ain't no exceptions or but to that scripture. Now, I can't tell you where that shit at. But the woman said, I said, mama, so even rape, even molestation. Because most people who've been molested grow up and go back and work with kids who've been molested to show them how to come through it where they don't kill themselves. Most people who kill come back and work with kids and show kids not to kill. So all things work for, that's where redemption come in.
Gotcha.
So, man, what mama say makes sense. So, son, when this happened, and mama, God already knew this was going to happen. So that means I must go be okay then. And every time I've been okay.
So when we look at it, because a lot of people draw morality from spirituality or usually religion. If a person doesn't believe in the Bible or the Quran, do we need the ideology of God to, where do you think most people draw morality? I guess I'll switch the question up. Where do your ideology of what morality is come from? And mankind across the board, where do you think we all draw our morality or ethics from?
Man, everybody know what's right and wrong. You know if you lie, that's wrong. You know if you kiss, so we know. That's a spirit in us. Spirituality is what all people are. The religious, that's control, that's indoctrination. The books, the Quran, the Bible, you won't find God there. That's why you don't see none of those people. That's why you can't draw to it. That's why they're not fishermen of men. Most people who pick up the Quran, I know, pick it up in prison or jail. Same with the Bible. I didn't pick this up because my mother died. I didn't pick this up because I had a drug habit and I was trying to get off drugs. I didn't pick this up because I was in jail. I didn't pick this up because I was facing a criminal charge and I needed a God. Man, I found this. Dreams. Man, I had a dream one time. And this where my belief come from. I had a dream one time. And this was probably about, my son, he was about to be born. And so in this dream, I was standing on this stage and I was sharing my life story, talking to kids. And all of a sudden, my buddies who I was locked up with in the youth commission, they appeared in this dream. And then my brother appeared. At the end of this dream, we all enter into these doors with these blinding bright lights like that. And boom, I wake up. My mother come in. I probably had been out the juvenile facility maybe 3 years. I was on 5 years deferred adjudicated probation for a drug trafficking charge. Getting ready to have a son. My mother came, and it was 2 weeks before Christmas. My mother came and asked me, did I want to go to church? And I thought it was strange that she asked me that. Because at the time, I really don't, I ain't believing in God. Fuck that shit with my, mama, that's you. But I had this urge to go to church. So I went on the back porch and rolled me up a blunt and got high. After I got high, that urge turned into this fear. Like, nigga, you might just need to go and buy you some good luck. Nigga believe in the Hanks, bad luck, right? So I go to Acts Church in Forest Hill. The pastor name was Darrell Wilson. Many people don't know me, and don't nobody know I had this dream, right? I sit on the back row. I'm just gonna pay my tithes and leave. So when the preacher come out, this nigga look at me. So in my mind, I'm thinking, man, somebody told this motherfucker I probably smell like weed. You need to go on leave. So I stay there, and he started preaching about Joseph in the Bible. I ain't know nothing about Joseph, about how he was sold into slavery by his brothers, accused of rape, and all that kind of shit, right? So at the end of his sermon, he said, when I walked out here, I got a kick in my spirit. Now at the time, nigga, I'm doing a little pimping. I ain't in the church, none of that. I'm just here to put some money in church and go. So this what this nigga say. He say, when I came out here, I got a kick in my spirit. And the Holy Spirit told me to tell you that you're Joseph, young man. And he pointed at me. So now I'm thinking, oh man, this bullshit ass nigga playing church games with me. They picking on me. You know, yeah, I'm the me nigga. They picking on me. They want to, you know, I'm new. They new faith.
Yeah.
So he said, man, I just want to pray for you, brother. Do you mind? So, oh man. So he said, do you mind? So, you know, now people looking at you. So I walk on down there, man, reluctantly, really not wanting to go. So when he put his hands on my shoulders and he started praying, he started recanting that dream in a way, as they say, prophesied. He see me doing this. Now, I just had this dream the night before, homie. He don't know I've been locked up for what I've been locked up for. He don't know that I got this kind of story that can do these kind of things, right? So yeah, I thought he was full of shit. But how he know that dream?
Right.
So fast forward 10 years later, so man, my belief come through dreams. Watching my mother, hearing my mother say things about what God do, who God is, hearing her pray. Man, waking up, my mother hands on my head when I was 21. Sleep on her couch, high on whatever. My mother praying over me, that praying mother. God hears a mother's cry. God, so my mother, homie. So I watched my mother, my grandmother was addicted to heroin for 40, 50 years. I watched grandmama change. My Aunt B lost all her kids to CPS. I watched mama restore all them. So I watched my mother prayers restore the family, nigga. This woman carried the family. I was locked up. My brother locked up. My grandmama locked up. My granddaddy locked up. My Uncle Wayne locked up. My Aunt B locked up. My cousin Keisha locked up. My cousin Mooney locked up. Nigga, my mama got to see all them people. All them people. I did 7 years. My brother been gone 30. My Uncle Wayne 18. My grandmama 15. My granddaddy 10. My cousin Mooney in and out 4-5 times. Aunt B in and out 7 times over 15 years. Keisha, man. So I watched that woman with her God not break, homie. I ain't seen the Muslims do that. I ain't seen the Hebrew niggas with all the book sense do that, nigga. I ain't seen no man come out of her bedroom. I ain't never seen a man come out of her bedroom to now, homie. Her fiance she get married to.
Got you.
So, nigga, you show me somebody who got a God like mama, then I start paying attention. But nigga, other than that, and I ain't seen her, I don't hear her cuss. I ain't never heard her say nothing bad about my father. You see what I'm saying? So, no, man. So, I watch the spirit of a person. I hear a nigga. I know all my niggas can recite every religious book. Nigga, they can go in the Muslim mosque, but they still fuck plenty of hoes. So, nah, nigga, fuck the niggas that know the books. Let me see your spirit, nigga. Let me see them actions.
Do you think evil exists?
You goddamn right. Evil in all us, nigga. You do some evil every day. I do some evil. We have evil thoughts. Evil is a spirit.
Define what is evil.
Fuck you when somebody do something wrong to you. Anger. Anger is evil. Jealousy, envy, distrust, resentment.
Got you. Because I asked that question because I look at we look at terrorists, right?
Yeah.
They put on a vest, they go into a crowd of people, blow themselves up. From the people who get blown up perspective, that's evil. But do you think the terrorists look at themselves as evil or terrorists when they put the vest on to go blow themselves up.
Yeah. Evil, when I'm doing wrong, I know I'm doing wrong. Yeah. Jay, it's an innate nature. Yeah, sometimes doing wrong feel good. And sometimes I want to be wrong.
Got you.
Yeah, to the death sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I want to be wrong all the way to the graveyard, nigga. So what's the difference in a terrorist? What's the difference in a Klansman?
Got you.
Evil exists in the minds of every human. It just have to be activated. And throughout the day, we all have an evil thought.
That's true.
From the president, nigga, to the old person at the nursing home. I think evil leaves the body upon death. When it's time to die.
Speaking of dying, and I didn't mean to cut you off, do you believe in an eternal like heaven and an eternal hell? What do you think happens?
I don't believe none of that shit.
Just over with?
Yeah,
what happens?
I don't even think about it. Fuck it. Ain't nobody listening. Man, I got a cousin that died, Stephen White. We called him Smokey Joe. Man, you can't believe me. You can't make me believe if there's a heaven or whatever. Man, Smoke, somebody got to come back and tell us. Nigga, ain't nobody came back and tell us. So what the fuck we gonna believe something for? Why we gonna believe something? Ain't nobody came back and told us. Who got concrete evidence of all this afterlife shit that they done told us? And when it's time to die, don't nobody want to die. We cry when everybody die. So if life is really good, if there's an afterlife, why don't we celebrate and say, woo, that nigga got off earth. God damn, I can't wait to go. You don't hear motherfuckers say that, do you? No. So they bullet, man. So I don't want to hear nothing about afterlife. Just have fun while you're here, motherfucker. Don't give a fuck about what happened afterward.
So when you speak about like sex, like you never seen your mom cuss, or I mean, she don't cuss now. You don't see her.
She might
say,
she might, nah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, do we put too much emphasis on like sex and doing things that's a carnal nature? Because biologically, me and my wife, we was having this debate last night. I said, unfortunately, and you may disagree with this, I said, what's the most important thing to a man?
Food and sex.
Yeah, I said, busting the nut.
Don't nothing else matter.
I said, we lose millions.
Don't nothing else matter but coming and farting and shitting.
And she was like, that's crazy. Why? But I was like, biologically, we have to be that way to...
Well, not biologically. From what I was told, spiritually and godly. Those are your two strongest desires that God placed in you. Those, as a man, your two strongest desires is your desire to have sex and your desire to eat food. God gave you those desires. Right?
Right.
So that's what really drives a man until he becomes purpose-driven. Until he develops goals, until he have aspiration, till he start having plans. A man without goals, aspiration, plans, and purpose, he lay around and fuck and eat and fart all day. Get high, slam dominoes.
So do you believe in soul ties?
Yeah, nigga, I was going to that. Okay, when you said, when you were saying, do we put a lot on sex? Yeah, homie, because there's a lot that come with sex. You ain't just finna keep fucking her and think there's no exchange.
For sure.
So let me just say this, right? Say you got a square bitch at home, right? And for the people, a good woman, just say you got a Coretta Scott King at home. I call it a square broad, right?
Got you.
You got a Coretta Scott King at home, but you like fucking Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion on the weekend.
Right.
Right? And when you get with Cardi and Megan, they suck each other pussy. Y'all have gay sex, right?
Right.
Threesome is gay sex, right? So when y'all get through with y'all gay sex, you sneak back over here with Coretta.
Okay.
And you and Coretta have y'all marital sex. Now, while you at work, doing whatever you doing at the football game, golfing with your buddies, now Coretta, for some reason, is having thoughts of girl on girl sex because you done deposit that spirit into her. Now she having dreams because you done deposit that spirit into her. Not only that, Whatever spirits you done laid with over here, they attach on to you. So she might been molested. She might been beat. So when you go home, nigga, you taking everything home with you. It don't just stop when y'all come. Why you think about it? Why you think you yearn for it? Why you think you jack that dick off? Nigga, them spirits. So when you there by yourself, you ain't by yourself jacking off. You ain't there by yourself jacking off. So that's why you feel a somewhat of a shame afterwards. That's why it's a different kind of feeling when you do it, because it's normal, but it ain't normal. You supposed to be able to have somebody to relieve that for you. As a little boy, your mind is supposed to not even be turned on her yet. From what you done saw, what you done heard, what you done been exposed to. So yeah, man, it's a lot come with sex. And do we place a lot on it? We don't place enough on it.
So here's my rebuttal, and this is my thing. Me personally, I don't think soul ties exist from sex. I feel like soul ties exist from just building a relationship, just genuinely end up liking each other and want to be a part of each other. I don't feel like sex. Because for me as a man, I can have sex like it's basketball. I can bust a nut and get up and go, just like I can go shoot a ball in the hoop and keep it moving. I don't feel like there's a soul tie. I think to me, that's more superstitious.
Let me say this. How do you explain the woman? How do you explain the woman who's so attached to the man, but he offers no sensation to her?
So this is how I explain it. I personally believe women are for security, not ties. They want security. So if a dude bring in the bag and he giving a lifestyle that she can live, that doesn't struggle, that whatever kids they have can go to the best schools and whatever, she'll chill because the lifestyle is not threatened. I feel like women get threatened by other women because they're afraid that woman can take the lifestyle away.
Well, most men I know aren't taking care of women. We some low down, sorry niggas with some good dick laying up on good women. So most niggas I know, and I know a lot of niggas, they can't pay all the bills. They women are successful, especially the hellified niggas, because they may have been to prison.
Right.
So I know a lot of niggas who don't have a lot of security to offer a woman. He just got some good dick. He just got some good dick. Then I know some niggas that kind of got their shit together how you explain. But they got this old raggedy bitch in the ghetto. They can't stop fucking. And she'll cost them everything.
Yeah.
She go tell everybody, but because what they do in the bedroom. Now, you can have sex with a woman one time, you might be all right. But boy, you go dip in that pond 3-4 times. Why you think about her when she gone? Why you think it's something that'll make you remind her? And it's just one particular person. You ain't soul time with everybody. But believe me, there's an exchange. But every sexual experience in a soul tie, homie, them people might take years to break that. It be bondage. They don't even like each other sometimes.
Gotcha.
They put their life in danger. You see what I'm saying? Man, there's people that go in and out of jail for this. Know when he get back with her. She just put him in jail. So I understand what you're saying, but it's no positive benefits to a lot of these soul ties. And you be saying, man, why they doing this? Families be doing this, man. Why they doing this? Families will shoot one another, fight one another. He'll beat her half to death. He don't pay bills. And next thing you know, they together. And you be saying, why?
Well, I kind of look at it like this. Like you said, like security doesn't always necessarily just mean money. It can be a financial security. It can be somewhat emotional security. Like you may have a woman that don't care about a man paying for everything.
You just answered the question. A soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. That's what a soul is made up of. Your mind, your will, and your emotion. That emotional security.
But I don't think the act of sex is
You
what
lying
draws
to me,
that.
man. Let the bitch not give you no pussy. Let you be with a woman and you not have sex. It ain't no ties no more.
No, for sure. But only the reason why I'm really mad as a man, if I'm spending my money and I'm taking you out, I'm wooing you, whining and dining you, showing you I can give you. We dangling carrots, right? We dangling security. They're dangling pussy.
Not. I don't know what era you from. I don't know what generation not this generation of black men don't provide security for no black woman. She got the government. So he ain't got no security to dangle for her. All he got is dick to dangle. That's it. When the black man show up, homie, he either got to have a fine body or help pay bill. But for the most part, it's good dick. That's why they getting that rose. That's why they got the girls' nights out.
Yeah.
Man, that's why they got the, nah, homie. We don't provide that much security for them to look at us and say, they done been taught that they don't need us for one.
Gotcha.
They've been taught to be independent from us. How we get in there? Niggas with the good dick. Good dick benefits. At the end, listen, homie, and I hate to do this. Nigga, I don't pay no bill. Say I'm well taken care of. This nigga say I'm well taken care of. Say nigga, I was discovered in the back alley next to the trash can. Nigga, now I'm in the palace. Good nigga, good dick will get you through the door. All that offering security, nigga, I done cussed out the daddy, the mama. Just no, nigga. Man, no. Man, I got $20,000 off the back. So that out my wife, $20,000. Nigga, we hadn't got married yet, hadn't even known each other 6 months. So I come from an era, we don't offer a woman nothing, homie, but some good dick. And nigga, we get everything. So I don't know nothing about offering no woman no security. I'm a lying motherfucker, but I just fuck good. So that's security. You gonna get fucked good. They don't want no nigga they know can pay the rent. Most niggas who can pay rent, most niggas who offer what you say they offer can't fuck how low down sorry motherfucking nigga can fuck that's broke.
Cause he fucking for stability.
What? Nigga, he fucking
he for life.
He a low down dirty motherfucker. He know what to do. It's all he got to offer. That's all he got to offer. So you think when he get to perform, he ain't gonna perform?
Yeah, because he won't eat.
Shit, nigga, get him 3 hots in the cot with that good dick. Nigga, that pussy is a motherfucker, but that good dick get you where Obama got. To the White House. But in all seriousness, homie, it has to be an exchange. Because for a woman, she'll allow you to come into her body. Even a prostitute think about her tricks. Even a prostitute come. So, nah, man, and even a guy, right?
Yeah.
So if you got this strong sexual urge, you got this strong sexual desire, and you sleep with a lot of women, all you doing is feeding that demon. At some point, you become perverted. It becomes a perversion. If you are a sexually driven man and all you want to do and you fuck, now you become perverted. You on perversion now, brother.
Gotcha.
Because you don't want to. So any man that don't give in to that always give in to his nature, he's gonna self-destruct.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's where the ties come in, because mentally, emotionally, now your will is affected by you and this woman. So you will leave work early. You and her she may be married, you may be married, and y'all putting y'all life on the line because y'all both may have damn fool spouses. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
But
what if your spouse is down with poly?
Then y'all just two freaky motherfuckers. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so it's the sneaking.
Yes, well, it ain't even the sneaking. Well, here's the thing, homie. Whatever a motherfucker want to do, that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker want to be gay. Lil Nas X want to show the baby bump. We shouldn't have no problem with that. If motherfucker want to sneak and be freaks, man, we shouldn't have no problem with that.
So why do you think so many people like with gay? You know what I'm saying? Like we seeing like Lil Nas X, he catch a lot of heat.
Yeah.
You know, Boosie kind of put himself out there as an advocate for the straight community or whatnot. Like why do you feel like we're so against as a society gay people? Is it religion?
Nah. I think most niggas homophobic. Scared they might be attracted to it.
Mm.
Yeah, I think most niggas homophobic, scared they might be attracted to it. I don't think the gay community is pushing homosexuality off on us or our children. I don't see gay shit on TV. Cause I don't watch gay shit on TV.
Right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Got you.
My kids know they daddy not gay. My kids know I don't like no gay motherfucker.
Right.
So, what the world is showing to them don't have nothing to what I'm teaching them. So I'm not afraid that the world go supersede my teachings. Man, they promote it to our kids, not to mine, they ain't. How they promote it to your kids?
Do you really think entertainment can turn a kid gay? Or do they already kind of know when you're young, like you start to just gravitate?
No, I don't think entertainment can turn a kid gay. As kids, as boys and little bitty girls, with undeveloped brains, children experiment.
Yeah.
Children experiment with undeveloped brains. I learned that at watching kids at the summer camps. Say, nigga, hey, what y'all doing up under that bed together? Nigga, y'all get from up under there. Nigga, y'all got pillars up under, nigga, boys ain't supposed to be up under the bed together. Say, nigga, what y'all doing there? Come out that closet. You see dogs and puppies do it.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You go have the masculinity, the alpha, the omega. Then you got a little boy who been over there with his mama. He might been touched, right?
Right.
He ain't gay, but he go mimic that behavior because children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. If your kid's watching gay porn, then they go mimic it.
That's real.
Children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. So the kid that's been touched, he go over there touching other people, contaminating them, other kids. They ain't never been exposed to being touched.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about, but he go teach them from being over here, right?
Right.
So at some point, that spirit grabs a hold to one of them and they embrace the spirit. They ain't embracing the lifestyle.
Gotcha.
So they either do it in shame or they come out and say, hey, this is what I want to be. Man, that ain't for us to say nothing about. Say, nigga, don't you be gay. Say, girl, don't you do this. It's what you teach your children. Because you have to teach children what's right. They automatically know how to do what's wrong.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So all this come back to what we being taught in our home life, homie.
I see your boy popped up on the scene today.
Who was that?
Donald Trump. He called Biden out, say he'll knock him out quick. Yeah. But he ain't called Obama out.
Obama not president. He picking at the president. And then, you know, they ain't gonna fuck with that nigga. He got nigga in him. He a white boy with some nigga in him. So he kind of like Superman to the white boy. Yeah, he ain't full nigga, but he got a little nigga in him. So he a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. His nuts hang longer and his dick is way more bigger than theirs. So they know they can't bother Obama.
I look at it like, I kind of miss Trump. I'm one of a Trump supporter. There's some things about him I like, especially if you a manly man, like that bravado that he brought. Yeah. I definitely like.
Oh, you got me fooled, man. Already. Yeah. I thought you wouldn't have liked him.
No, and some things I thought was bullshit, though.
No, homie, that's one of the main reasons. Well, for one, homie, throughout the 80s, we was taught to love him.
Yeah.
Come on, man. When you Google Donald Trump and hip-hop, I think he's in over 300 rap songs, homie, from Jay-Z to Nas to Tupac, the Jeezy, T.I., man, Rick Ross, man, everybody been rapping about him, homie. So, you know, we grew up idolizing and admiring him, even when he had the Apprentice.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Lil Jon, so you know, we were fucking with him. Then he decided to play politics. He's the first president other than Reagan to become a politician that wasn't a politician. He was an actor. Reagan was an actor.
Yeah.
Man, he played con, you know, and then he found him a position to pay, you know, the MAGA base, and he found him a base that'll get him there. But nah, homie, he been partying with Russell Simmons and them, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. So this man got a long legacy of fucking with us. So it was propaganda, what they gave us. If you look at what he was trying to do for us, homie, he was really trying to do some massive historic shit for black people before he left office. But we wouldn't give him a chance.
I think for me, personally, kind of like what you touched on, if Trump called me to party with him, fucking right, I'm partying with him. For him to be the leader of like the free world, some things I like, but in certain things I was like, I just didn't feel too much. Like, I don't like Biden either. Really, for me, I'm looking forward to 2028 where it's just a new slate.
Well, check this out, homie. He was saying bring all jobs back to America for the free world thing, right?
Right.
Man, all prices was down. Shit was looking good for us world economics. He's a billionaire, homie. He been dealing with the world before now, right? And he was all American. One thing about it, he was all American. Fuck the Mexican, fuck this, fuck that. And he gave us opportunity zones. He gave historic black colleges more. He said, man, listen, that's all y'all been coming to Washington, D.C. asking for? Is that, man, he gave us a historic amount, more than what they ever asked for. Not only that, you think it's a coincidence that the banks kicked their feet up during the SBA PPP loans? You think that was a coincidence, homie?
No.
All the poor people just magically all of a sudden get action at all this bank money.
Right.
That wasn't no coincidence, homie. He opened the floodgates up for us.
Do you feel like the two-party system worked, though?
No. Not for us.
Are we picking between the lesser of two evils?
Yes, we are. But if we show back up to the Republican Party, we'll find more refuge. If you look at the history, 100% of the 1964 civil rights legislation, homie, was authored, sponsored, and all signed by Republicans, the Democratic Party. They say the party switched. No. The Democrats came up with a more clever strategy.
Gotcha.
The Nixon strategy, right? I'm on a LBJ, what he said, I'm gonna have these niggas vote Democrat for the next 200 years. The nigga said that in the 60s. LBJ said that. So why would he say that? So, but when you trace back, black people started the Republican Party. When you look back, all the white folks who died alongside niggas throughout slavery, it was Republican people.
Yeah.
But we don't know the history. But, you know, the best thing that we could do is pull away from both parties.
But do you think we should always stick with history, even though sometimes something may start as one thing and evolve or changes to something else?
We sticking with the gangs. We ain't gave up on the Crips and the Bloods. We try to lie and say they started out positive and they didn't evolve to something negative. We ain't quit them yet. So why wouldn't we do what everybody else do? When it's time for votes and elections, why wouldn't we see who got more to offer?
That makes sense. Earn our vote.
Yeah, earn our vote, yeah.
But how do we do that? Because a lot of times as black people, we think we should all be monolithic, that we should come with, everybody has the same idea of what freedom or what the end goal is. So
we're doomed. Yeah, we're doomed. This is the Titanic. The Titanic is sinking. Find your wife, find your son, find your daughter, find your mother-in-law, your buddy that took the trip with you. Y'all get y'all family and y'all try to find y'all a boat. and y'all try to survive. But it's over.
Do you feel like as a culture we are glass ceiling? Like we see all this promised land above us, so much opportunity above us, but as a culture, no matter what we do, we only going to get so far.
No, we ain't got no glass ceiling. How we see it, and we been here, and we done had every opportunity to get it. How the Mexicans come here, and they got all the big trucks, and they got the land. We was here for them.
But it kind of makes sense, right? Like, so like I look at myself, right? My mother, 71 years old. She never went to an integrated high school. So I'm 37, and I'm only one generation from Jim Crow.
Yeah, they had land though. Grandmama and mama and them had land.
Facts.
We forfeited the land.
Got you.
Yeah, see, we didn't pay the taxes, and we didn't want to stay in the country. We didn't want to stay in the rural areas. So we had land.
Yeah.
All this land here used to be niggas.
Right.
We used to have tractors. We used to have cows. We used to have chickens. We used to have everything the Mexicans got.
Cause I seen somebody brought the analogy at one time that when you look at Mexicans or Hispanics or Cubans, you can even say Haitians or Jamaicans and Africans, every other ethnicity that came here on their own, a few was able to come here, get established, bring the rest, they move in together, they build their own communities because it was by choice that they came here. But as you say, the nigga nation was snatched and robbed and brought here. And then, you enslaved 400 years, white people were able to get free labor. So, of course, they're going to be ahead. And then once they say, okay, we quote unquote free, you free with no assets. So you really building up from complete zero in 3 generations.
But check this out. You have to go back to the Reconstruction era. Before when they was building the railroads in America.
Okay.
Black people thrive more than anybody. 1900s, 1910s, 1920s, black people, the black was vibrant. They had suits. They built Black Wall Street. They had Rosewood in Florida.
Yeah.
We had Jones Street, 9th Street, downtown Fort Worth. So many black places. Detroit, black people was vibrant. Right?
Mm-hmm.
During the right after the Reconstruction era. Start thinking about, we started wanting to migrate from the rural areas where we had land and we was thriving to these new developed places that they was building, cities.
Got you.
Right? So we started going to the big cities. Getting away from our roots where we was from. So our family members started following us, whoever went to the military, right? So we started forfeiting our land. We stopped wanting to wear coveralls, driving a tractor. We start conking our hair. Remember, we started conking our hair. We started wearing zoot suits. The jazz era. We stopped wanting to be country boys. We stopped wanting to work on the farm. Remember, we used to be construction men. We started wanting to be fly guys. So it ain't like we didn't have opportunity in this land and opportunity. We started wanting color televisions. We started wanting Cadillacs. Mm-hmm. We stopped wanting chickens. Then Dr. King come along. Right?
Right.
Dr. King say, at first they started out saying, we got our own neighborhood. We got our own stores. We want equal protection. We want y'all to stop coming burning our stuff down like y'all done Wall Street.
Right.
We want equal justice. Equal protection, equal rights, and equal justice under the law is what the right started out becoming. They went and found a dynamic preacher who could speak real good, and they changed the narrative to integration, segregation, desegregation. Let's go join them, Dr. King said. That's when we lost. Let's go join them. Let's go eat at their restaurants. Let's ride they bus. Let's go to they schools. That's what we started fighting for. So when they said, okay, y'all can eat at our restaurants, we go take the signs down. Oh, yay. We stopped eating at Mud Hill, John, and started going over there across the railroad track eating it there. So now Mud Hill and them, Big Shirley and them opening up their spots, but we don't want to eat at their spots. The white folks wasn't fighting to eat at our places. We was fighting to abandon our businesses. We didn't want to go to our school. We felt go to their school because Dr. King said, let's go join them.
So let me counter that, or let's look at it from a different perspective. Because, people say the difference, like the analogy, separation versus segregation. Segregation is telling me by law, I can't go to these places. I can't visit these places. Separation is saying I can go wherever I want. The law allows me to go wherever I want, but I'm going to remain. I choose to remain in my community and spend my dollar in the community. So people will argue that it wasn't that Dr. King was trying to end black businesses and integrate as far as abandon our own. It was more so that the laws were saying we couldn't go here.
Well, the laws was okay. We shouldn't have been worried about not going there. Dr. King didn't know what he was doing, homie. He was a 25-year-old Southern Baptist preacher that had a bunch of people telling him this. Now, always remember, he wasn't popular with that belief in the beginning. They thought he was crazy.
Gotcha.
What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? You a troublemaker. And even the old black people thought he was crazy. Why would you want to go eat at their restaurants? You know how they go do us. Yeah. They go spit in our food. Why you want to go over there, nigga? You crazy. We don't want to live next door to white people, nigga. White folk kill us. So they thought he was crazy. That was his dream. That wasn't for us. We wasn't supposed to be paying him no goddamn mind. That was his dream. I have a dream that one day we would hold hand. He wanted to hold white folk hand. Black folks didn't want to do that. They gave us him. They picked him. So he pushed the narrative, not knowing the consequences. Toward the end of his life, he told Harold Belafonte, I think I led my people into a burning building. We shouldn't have never, we was getting hit upside our head, homie, just to sit at their counter. We don't want you in here, nigger. Why, homie? For what? So what if they don't let us in there? Nigga, we don't want, white folk can't cook no way. Nigga, who want to go eat a white person's apple pie? Fuck that, nigga, please. That was his dream because his grandmother told him when he was a little bitty boy, he couldn't play with that white boy. That was his dream all his life. So they took his dream and made it ours, and it became a nightmare. We go take the signs down, just go out there and tell them something. Go out there and tell them. So when they invited him and 6 or 7 preachers in the Oval Office, hey man, go down. You got all these niggas up here on the mall office. God damn it, King, you said you wouldn't listen. They out here. Man, tell them we'll take the signs down. Just tell them. Just tell them we'll take the signs down. Okay, he went out there, man. They go, well, I have a dream. We got macked on and played on. He was funded. The Jews had King. So, no, homie, it's deeper than that. So that's the worst thing that happened to us was his dream. We should have been saying, fuck they sign. Nigga, they can keep the laws all they want to. We want equal protection under the law. We don't care about no sign that say no colors.
People magazine a while ago.
It should be some signs say no white people.
I mean, a lot of white people feel like kind of what's been happening with the whole Black Lives Movement that has been like an inverse on them.
Well, Black Lives Matter is a gay movement. It ain't a black movement. They say they there for the LGBT rights. They don't never kick up dust for injustices in the courtroom, wrongful niggas killing niggas. So they where they at now? And it's been killing like a motherfucker. Yeah. They ain't there for Tuka mama. They ain't there for FBG Duck now mama. They ain't there for no rappers mamas now. Yeah. So just think about what attention they would get if the Black Lives Matter movement was doing the same thing when niggas killed niggas. Boy, they'll stop damn near black on black killing.
I want to come back to that I'm going to come back to that, but real quick, like People Magazine dropped a cover this may be a year or two ago. They said, this is how you'll be able to identify Americans by 2050. and it had like a bunch of like about 50 people on the cover in like little rectangles. And all of them were light brown skinned people, light eyes, crimply hair.
but the mulatto people.
The mulatto.
Yeah, them gods, them the people that God go use to bring peace to the world. White people too mean and hateful. Black people have become mean and hateful, just like the white people who oppress them. The Muslims are mean and hateful. The Arab Muslims are mean and hateful. The Russians are mean and hateful. The North Koreans are mean and hateful. The Chinese people is mean and hateful. When you walk around through earth and on life, only people that don't seem to be mean and hateful are mixed breed people. They some of the most humble, the most quietest, the most loving people in today's society. The Obama kind of people.
Yeah.
Everybody like Obama, homie. So the mulatto person who that's the race of people that God is gonna use to usher peace in the world, because now you can't be hateful. It won't be no more racism when the mulattoes are here.
Yeah, because when I dropped my son off at school, that's all I see now.
Well, I strategically had mixed children.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a man a prophecy a long time ago, homie. Black people will be spit on again. Nobody wants us in their even in their business. They don't want our money. They don't want us in their stadiums. We're gonna be an outcast. We're gonna be. We ain't seen nothing yet, homie. We thought our ancestors endured something, but there will be a generation of black people that will endure something similar to what the nigger ancestors went through, and we earned it. Yeah, we earned it. We've taken on the animalistic, savage part of the human species.
Explain.
Go somewhere and see who the loudest in the place. Our violence have superseded the dignified people who we once were, from Dr. King's non-peaceful movements. We make up half of America's homicides. And this is a violent country. When foreigners migrate into America and they get introduced to America's system and in America's society, they have a particular showing that they show of us. That's why other races and ethnicities give us a cold shoulder when they get here, because they're taught that we're like what they see in the rap video. Now just think, they can't understand English.
Right.
These people, so they see the rap video, all they see is, so why you think they don't want to do nothing? Why you think they act the way they act toward us? This is shown to the world about us blacks in America.
Got you. Do you think we do ourselves, though, as black people, as an injustice, because we adopt this kind of blanket ship type of mentality that what one black person does, all black people do, but every other ethnicity have a more individual mentality that if John Smith does something wrong, it's John Smith that does something wrong, not all white people. But if Deontay does something wrong, then all black people done wrong.
Well, the world sat back and watched black people ride in America, and they watch them steal televisions. They watch black people go and steal Challengers off the car lot. They watch black people unified in unity destroy America's infrastructure for material shit. So we think collectively. If you think independently from black people, they would say you a sellout. That's why all black people vote Democrat. That's why 90% of black people wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes. That's why 90% of our women all wear the eyelashes. That's why all of us do the same thing at the same time. When they release the shoes, we all go out and buy them. When they bring out hoverboards, we all buy hoverboards. When something happens, we all talk about the same thing. So we're not independent from one another.
I feel like white people do the same thing too. Culturally, I think you just talk about what culturally is in your pocket. That's what pocket you in.
Well, you got white folks that's Republicans and Democrats that's been fighting against each other for a long time. You don't have that amongst us.
But, a lot of white people talk about what goes on in golf. A lot of white people talk about, what happened at the HOA and John Doe sleeping with Susie Smith. And
you really can't say that because when you look at us, you got white boys that's skaters. You got white boys that's military. All us gangster. All us
disagree with that.
sport. Well, you don't see a variety of black people when you go to a black school. It ain't no variety it's all gangsters.
I disagree because, again, I grew up in inner city Detroit. I'm in the hood. I went to high school where Detroit wasn't a gang city. You had drug cliques.
Well, when I say gangsters, I'm talking street niggas.
Street.
So, when you look at all of our black people, you don't see guys that want to be baseball players. You don't see skaters. You don't see country singers. You don't see rock star. Most of us are streetish. Most black men are streetish. We're not. Let me just say this. Why you think all of us wear the Gucci belts at the same time? We all wear the same thing. We're not, you never see, when we all go out to a concert, it can be 100,000 black people. All of us go look the same. All of us.
I feel like white people look the same too. They got their polo shirts on, their khakis, their Dockers.
They got skaters. They got redneck cowboys. We don't have a variety, homie. It ain't no more players, right? It ain't no more players. It used to be a guy that was smooth with the ladies, could sing. It ain't everybody tough. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got the same persona. White boys, you see a white boy, homie, it'll be a whole group of them, and he might be a grab ass dude. He might be all of us is tough.
So I'm gonna push back on that because I think the internet has turned the world into one giant lunchroom. You don't see white kids playing in the band no more. This rock bands is gone. They're rapping about ops too.
I don't see white rappers. I don't see them nowhere.
Man, you like the one white rapper right now that's saying nigga that went viral that
I ain't seen him.
Out of I think his dad owned DGs.
I ain't seen him.
It's like, to me, I always make this running joke that one of the biggest advocates of civil rights movement or integration is hip hop.
Well, put it like this, homie. White boys ain't really being heard rapping. So you got the Justin Bieber white boys. You got the Justin Timberlake white boy. All of us are the same. Shooter, gangster, fight. Football, basketball. Ain't nothing else.
I think that's what I kind of did. I see everything.
Well, let me just say, homie, we grew up. We had in one clique. We might have a dude that's the playboy. We got a dude that don't get no pussy. So it was a variety of guys. Now in every group is all shooters, killers, gangsters. It ain't no guy with his girl. It ain't no guy that just worked like Calvin on the McDonald's commercial. Even the guy that worked, shooter and gangster. Even the basketball player, shooter and gangster. Everybody shooter and gangster.
But I feel like if you take the pockets of almost every young demographic right now, I feel like they're all doing the same thing. It's all emulated across all young people. They infused now. They connected.
No, you still got the skater white boy.
Skateboard the white boys ain't skating like that.
Man,
no
you crazy. Where you think, man, where the white boy just come back? I ain't seeing white boys going to jail for shooting, homie. I'm in a detention center.
They not.
That's what I'm saying. They not shooting.
I feel like they are. They just protected.
No, man, hey, ain't nobody protecting murderers, homie. You can't find nowhere in society, no race, nowhere is protecting their murderers.
Well, I put it like this. I won't say it's protecting murderers. What I'm saying is that, well, I say they're mimicking the bravado.
Fam, I don't know no hood I can go to where it's white boys gang banging, shooting up each other, mama houses, killing each other, fight. I don't know nowhere that's happening.
You proved it, like when you saw the just like the Asian community that was coming after you.
They ain't. That's what I'm saying. They hollering nigga, but they ain't killing and shooting. That's what I'm saying. They just saying nigga. They ain't killing and gang. That's what I'm saying. Who they shooting?
So you think we the only ones that shoot?
I don't think nothing. We are, homie. You think the news media gonna ignore any shooting, homie, for ratings? They, homie, oh, you can't make me believe that. Man, nobody's hiding drive-by shootings nowhere. If a white boy go shoot up something, the news go write about it. If an Asian person go shoot up, matter of fact, they not even writing about all our shootings.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, nigga? I know it's, no, homie, we the only ones killing the way we killing. Nobody else. The statistics prove it. We make up 50% of America's homicides. That's statistical, homie.
So, obviously, that's a symptom of a disease.
That ain't no symptom of shit. Nigga, why wasn't symptomatic when we committed murder?
So, because what they say is people tend to kill people they live by. So, white people will kill white people.
I killed the white man. That white man didn't live by us.
Tend to. I ain't say 100%.
Man, my Mexican partner who killed this person, he drove all the way across town. Everybody I know killed somebody, didn't kill nobody live by them, homie. And I know 50 people that committed murder. I know 50 people I can call right now that committed murder. They ain't killed nobody that live by them. I know you want to make excuses, homie, but we have become savages. We ain't just killing because we live by nobody. My little partner Bingo, they got killed in that club out there in Dallas and downtown. He done killed 6 people, homie, all gang related. It ain't because they just live by each other. They want to kill. They got a group called A Body for a Body. They want to catch a body. We want to kill, homie. It ain't that because we live by it. This is something that we want to do as a race of people.
I don't feel like as a race of people.
Have you ever killed?
No.
I have. And I grew up with killers. Yeah. I spent 7 years, and this is what I do for a living, homie. I'm the one going to jailhouses and talk to the killers, and I'm telling you, they want to kill, homie.
I'm not saying there's people that don't want to kill, but just like me, I have never killed. I hang out with other people who never kill, who don't have intentions of killing.
I hang out with people got intentions of killing every day.
So what I'm saying is that
they want to kill each other.
But what I'm saying is, yes, we have people out here, and we have an epidemic in our community.
It ain't no epidemic, homie. These are choices that we are making. This ain't got no symptom of no disease or nothing, homie. This a nigga just got hate in his heart, angry, mad. This ain't symptomatic. This cause your mama didn't do something, my daddy didn't do something, and you from that other side of town. This is cultural.
But I feel like we're still blanketing over a lot of people because we're overlooking the black people that are living righteous, that are living day to day, taking care of their families.
But we not talking about them because we're not affected by them statistically. So they not our problem as black people. So we don't talk about them.
But what I'm afraid of is that we take the negative that's going on in the black community and we spread it all over them as well.
Well, we have to because the negative is affecting us. What you just said is not affecting us.
But I feel like white people can take.
Let's leave white people out of it. What white people do should have nothing to do with us. Stop looking at what they do. Because what they do don't affect us. Whatever they do don't affect us. What we do don't affect them. So let's stop saying, well, white people, man, so what?
Well, what I'm saying is that we put a lot on ourselves and we blanket on ourselves, which also allows them to also throw us all in the same group.
It don't allow them to throw us in the same group. Our actions make them throw us in the same group, homie, because they read newspapers. They are looking at statistics and numbers. What we fail to look at is statistical data. You keep saying, well, I feel, and I'm keep giving you statistics, homie. Numbers don't lie.
But numbers can be somebody's perception.
Man, there you go.
You can manipulate numbers.
Listen, homie, they not manipulate numbers when I'm telling you, I'm around killers. And we killing. You got 50 years of gang banging. What do you explain that?
I'm saying, but I'm around hardworking people that take care of their family. How do you explain that?
That hardworking people don't affect black culture. So why would we even pay that attention? We don't even work. That hardworking people don't affect us. We're talking about the things that affect us as a race. So why would we be focused on all these hardworking black people who aren't talking about the things that affect us as a race?
So what's the top 3 things that affect us as a race?
Fatherless, guns, and drugs.
So what's the 3 solutions?
What you mean, what's the 3 solutions? Fathers, guns, and drugs.
Well, how do we attain those? Like how, because I mean,
Father, you go back to the parents. So it's not our solution. I told you we're doomed.
Gotcha.
It ain't no solution. It's for your parent. It's for whoever the father of these people are. It's for that parent and that mother, that father. Because charity starts in the home.
Gotcha.
So if the baby mama don't get along with the baby daddy, how you gonna resolve any solution? And the kid is the one out shooting.
That's fair.
So we're doomed. So I understand all the hardworking people, y'all doing fine. But I'm over here with where the detriment is affecting us.
Gotcha.
I'm with the mothers who got to bury these kids.
So why go there if there's no hope? Why even waste your time over there?
I ain't wasting my time. I'm not trying to fix us, homie.
I'm saying when you working with kids.
I ain't wasting my time. I work with those individuals. You think I'm wasting my time with that individual?
I'm saying if there's no hope, why even help that individual?
Who said it ain't no hope for that individual? You talking about everybody. I don't give a fuck about everybody.
Gotcha.
I only fuck care about what I know. These people that I encounter. So it's hope for the individual, but for all of us, nah, homie.
So you brought up charity, and I know you always like when I interviewed Brother Ben X. I don't know if you saw that interview or not.
I ain't seen it.
I had Brother Ben X on, and he was talking about. We talked about you when he kind of did his response about
they really full of shit on me. Listen, Ben X and them Ben X got involved in a situation because I was fucking with somebody out in Dallas, and I said they don't do nothing, so it made him look bad.
Gotcha.
So he had to call, and he really called, man, why you tell Charleston that? And he was like, so the dude was straight up. He told me, man, only reason being them got involved in Dallas, I'm coming way from Fort Worth to come support this guy in Dallas. And so he had this little youth camp event that I partnered with him with to help, do what I did. And so I made Ben X and them niggas do something, homie, because I was too involved. So he made a little $5,000 donation. And the nigga straight up told me, nigga said, man, if you wouldn't have done what you done, they wouldn't have done this. So, I did my thing. So when I showed up out at the camp, he was there. And so I seen him. I said, man, you that? Oh, man, yeah. So, I just sat back and checked him out, man. But I know it's all because, I said what I said, homie. It wasn't really genuine. The Muslim community, Ben X and them, they don't have no history, homie, of doing anything out in the community, anything of that nature. And as you see now, they go back to doing what they doing. I'm still in the community working with kids. I still partner with Miss King. When them kids get out the juvenile detention center, homie, they done called everybody. They got everybody's number. But you see who they walk through these doors with, Mr. Charleston. So one thing they know, they can count on Mr. Charleston, homie. So now being them, man, they playing. I don't care nothing about nothing, homie. Because I do this with or without anybody.
Got you.
I did this when I was walking. I take my kids with me to do this. So no, man, I don't want to hear shit them Muslim niggas talking about, homie. Them niggas really just a bunch of talk.
You know how like they say like, so when you do charitable deeds, usually you want to do that in private.
They're a lying motherfucker. Don't nobody want to do no charitable deeds in private. Any motherfucking body holler about they doing charitable deeds in private is a lying motherfucker. Now I do it in private, but nigga, we want to be documented. We want it documented because if it ain't documented, it didn't happen. Okay,
I guess my whole thing is like, for example, when you see somebody go and it's this family that's struggling.
Yeah.
And this person go and help this family.
Yeah.
But they bring all the cameras. They be like, oh, look at how they live.
Well, don't take the help then, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you. You don't want the camera help, you poor motherfucker. Don't take the help then, motherfucker. Fuck, man, yeah, I want to, man, fuck that. All help need to be documented. All that trying to help in secret, that's because you ain't helping. That's a motherfucker trying to make excuses because they don't help and say, I help in secret. Everybody helping from the Goodwill to the Boys and Girl Club, nigga, helping out front. From the Dallas Cowboys, hey, we got a foundation, we give away this. From the basketball players, now everybody, ain't nobody helping this.
So if I'm going and I'm giving some shoes to some kids, I should pull out my camera and say, look, I'm giving these kids some shoes.
Right,
they broke
nigga,
as hell.
Yeah, you goddamn right. I'm gonna do it. Look at these poor motherfucking kids I'm getting these shoes to. They mama can't afford them no goddamn shoes. I'm the one doing it. I'm a bad motherfucker. I can help poor. Yeah, nigga, why not do it? Why not say, yeah, I can do that? Why not brag about it? What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, if you come from a spiritual standpoint, is God what you give in secret?
But who say I'm helping for God?
Oh, well, there
ain't nobody doing everything for God, man. Fuck God. Nigga ain't doing everything for God. Maybe I'm doing it because it feels good to me. It feels good to help people. And I want to brag about it. I want to be known for the nigga that help people and brag about it. Why I can't do that?
So if you don't see it, it didn't happen.
That's what I was told. If it ain't documented, it didn't happen.
Got you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm documenting everybody I help.
So, moving forward to this, and the last subject of everything, we in a world where people feel freedom is threatened.
Yeah.
You know, the idea of to mandate vaccines or not mandate vaccines, to mandate masks or not to mandate masks. Where do you stand on the vaccine and the mask and freedom of choice?
I say freedom of choice. Fuck the mask and fuck the vaccination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why fuck them? Why is just like?
I think they lying. I've been doing everything I can in my power to catch the coronavirus. Some days I go without bathing. I ain't washed my hands all day today. I go to the strip club and I suck on girls' titties at different strip clubs. And so I ain't caught the coronavirus. So I think they full of shit and they lying. So don't get the vaccine and don't wear a mask and send your kids to school.
You got to be playing.
No, my daughter just tested positive the other day. And yeah, my wife got it, my daughter got it, and I tested positive negative. And I don't wear no mask. And yeah, I'm in a different strip club every other night, putting my mouth on some strange woman titties. So if anybody should get it, I should get it. But I was told if you've been burnt, if you done had an STD more than 2 or 3 times, that there's no way you can contract it. So I've been burnt 2 or 3 times. So I don't give a damn about no kind of disease. Yeah, shit, I fuck without a rubber sometimes.
So when you have teachers around kids, right? Should
teachers?
Like the teachers, like the school workers and things of that nature. You got kids in here, because like every day I'm getting like my son. Have
we heard of any kid die from the coronavirus?
I know one.
You know one? Well, let a couple of more die before we believe them.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think kids can die from it. So I really think it's a bunch of bullshit. And they say people done died from it. I think the people that died from it, they were meant to die, and they the weaker population that just died out.
I don't know if you heard of a little black girl in Detroit named Sky.
Mm-mm.
So I was supposed to interview them when I was up there last week. Her mom and her dad, black guy, is a firefighter. Her mom is a police officer, first responder. Skylar at the time, I want to say she was 4. The dad came down with COVID. They was dropping him off at the hospital. As he was walking in the hospital, Skylar ended up going into convulsions. Her head, she started screaming about her head hurting. Skylar was the first, and at that time was the only kid that had passed away in Michigan from COVID. And I'm sitting at her dad's bar, because when I went in the bar, my sister bartends there. I saw this big old picture of this little girl. I'm like, I seen her before. And then my sister told me kind of the story. So after the bar closed, I'm sitting here talking to the dad. This man with these tears swelled up in his eyes. And that's what made me start kind of go with this route of this conversation with suffering and things of that nature. Because he was like, man, I had it. Why couldn't it be me that went? Why her? He was like, I got 2 other kids. He was like, this is my wife, first and only child. My wife got pregnant with her at 41, and at 46, she gone.
Yeah. Well, the human is selfish. Who said death was a bad thing?
Touche.
Yeah, who said death was a bad? See, we always told when you die, you in a better place. when you got the streets of gold, the rivers with milk, and so we done been told all this bullshit. And soon as a motherfucker die, oh God, why you take him? What the fuck you mean? This is worse. This is suffering, agony, hate. This is a world full of hate. Why would God leave a kid here? So why would God let a kid grow up in this world? And this world is hateful. So why wouldn't you be asking God, well, I'm so glad you got out of this world, God. I would hate for a kid to grow up in today's world. Why wouldn't nobody say that? Look at this world. Look at the world. So what's good about this world where God would keep such a lovely angel down here to suffer? Why? So,
well, I guess my question would be, why send her in the first place?
Well, because you want to bless the world. You want to give this hateful world this lovely angel to bring light in such an ugly world. Children is a light. So let me give this light down here to this dark place. But nothing stays down there forever. She's only going to be here for a short while, so y'all enjoy while you can. But she was given to y'all as a gift. What you mean? Why I send her down here? She was gifted to the world.
Gotcha. Do you think back to like the vaccine or whatnot, like the divisiveness of it? But you really don't believe COVID exists. Obviously you got to think it exists.
Listen, my mama done had it. My grandmama, my wife, my daughter. I think everybody full of shit. Even the people that died, I think they full of shit.
Why?
When weak motherfucker, they didn't die until they told them they had it.
Come on.
I done sat back and watched all that, listen. They lying to us. I think, therefore I am. So if you believe in that shit, hey, you believe that white boy got a disease for you that you can catch? Say, homie, I'm defying this shit. I'm intentionally hoping to catch this shit.
Man, well, I hope you would not catch it.
Man, I already know I can't catch it. Nigga, I done been burnt too many times. Yeah, nigga, I done been burnt. And no, my immune system is used to this kind of shit, nigga. I don't go to the doctor. Say, nigga can have gonorrhea. And I'm going to go to grandmama and get some antibiotics that she had for her abscess too. To cure the gonorrhea. That's a nigga been doing that for years. And nigga go get an STD test, ain't got no AIDS, ain't got no herpes, ain't got no kind of diseases. And nigga been reckless in the motherfucker with his dick.
Why go get a test for those diseases? If you don't believe in corona, why would you believe those diseases exist?
What you mean? Because you know some motherfuckers done died of AIDS. You know you done been burning before. You know gonorrhea burn. And you know now they got some shit don't burn now. So yeah, now they got some shit. I forgot the name of it. They got some shit don't even burn now. Yeah,
chlamydia.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah, no, nigga, we come from the clap days where you burning. And nigga, yeah, now they got some shit. You can be having something you don't know. So if you know you been reckless with your dick, so nah, homie, every nigga I know from the dope fiend niggas that's been living on the streets, every nigga I know that's in the trap, that's still fucking the dope fiend hoes in and out. You know how a nigga do in the trap. Fuck the dope fiend bitches. Ain't nobody dying from that shit. It's all the people that's washing their hands. It's all the people that's worried about the vaccine. It's all the people that's watching the news. It's all the people that's allowing their minds to take on the belief of this shit. All of us that's been ignoring this shit and acting like it ain't nothing, homie, we been having fun going to trail rides, Miami, Tampa, Florida. We've been going to places, all the hot spots. And we all right. So yeah, I'm convinced they bullshitting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing like ain't nothing happening.
Well, hey, I tell you what, man.
I've been acting like ain't nothing going on. Yeah, I ain't bullshit.
Well, I hope it continue to be that way for you.
Yeah. I just hate my daughter got it. But I watched her yesterday at the hospital. She ain't put that phone down. So she playing too, let me tell you. But they say she got it, y'all. So hey, I'm quarantining her.
Hey man, well be safe out here, man. I appreciate you sitting down. Hopefully I can get the boss talk in Dallas Global and say cheese. Cause Cotton, that's my guy.
Oh man, I man, that's probably Yeah, that's a remarkable young brother. Yeah, I hear y'all pretty close too.
Yeah, man. My studio was called Say Cheese Music Studio, so I was with him before he even started interviewing. When
Oh,
he
for
was,
real?
yeah. And so all them old interviews with the Wood Wall, where he was doing with Mo 3 and Yellow Beezy, that was all at my music
Nigga, how old are
studio.
you?
37.
Damn, okay. Yeah, you got an old soul.
Man,
Yeah, you got an old soul, man.
Hey, man, I be
yeah.
kicking it, man. I be trying to do my state so I had to get my mind right though for you.
Yeah, man. You took me there. Yeah, you had me. You had me playing Rover. So if anybody know anything about baseball, he had me playing Rover. Man, I had to run the field today.
Hey, man, you did your thing, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, black man.
Until we meet again.
Yes, sir. We out. Yeah.